Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign ATM in the sad era. Yeah. I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Get your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand.
About 3 inches of the white stuff has fallen, and the prognosticators say still 3 to 5 more to come tonight in Chicago as we welcome you to football under the lights at snowy Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
Number 53.
Yellow.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, watch this.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Rapid. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, let's get this.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. And some space here. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, watch the ball.
Mahomes now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That is caught by Cohen. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Throughout this game, the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
No. Attack.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Sit up. 180. Ran. Tough. Check tight.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught by Bryant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
15. What? Twist. Hey, 43. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
53. Box try. 53 at the mic.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hold the look, hold the look, hold. 44, Mike, 44.
We ain't giving up nothing with that.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 13-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Mike. Get that. Get that quarterback team. Hey, 43, 15.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Yellow.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, come on, baby.
Mahomes now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes caught on the right side by Adams. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to look deep. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Trubisky on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check. Ripley.
Check three.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Not here.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Yellow. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, let's get there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive with White, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's White. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So he's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Chiefs pick up first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Squeeze, double. Attack!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we've reached, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
We got this.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. The left side throw complete to Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Yellow, I got one lady.
53, let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. They give him a gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired. That's a big game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Trent Sherfield. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man.
He's well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Play action. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Check back. Hey, exit.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that's complete to Adams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Come off the ball,
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Robert Kimdichie able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision.
Dashing through the snow, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tariq Cohen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to...
That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Trubisky looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the move to it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his second touchdown of the night, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They run. This is Cohen. Wiggles free. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Exit. Put up. Check. 53, check.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Will. 3. Check 43. Ready.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Slam. 18.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 66, kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Point after, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Mike. Squeeze. Tackle. Watch that.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S.